Everyone knows the benefits of sports, the leadership skills, the teamwork. These are life lessons that youth are having the ability to learn, and our athletes are champions. They've probably fought harder than most youth of their peers, and they would just want the opportunities to play sports.
Titus was born with a genetic disease that is progressive, and so it's called a mitochondrial disease. He was really starting to struggle with just the difference between his peers at school and the things that he was missing out on as his body regresses in ways that he's seen his peers get stronger and faster in. He's able to find sports and community, and our whole family really has been able to find community in this. And so he gets to be competitive just like every 10-year-old boy wants to be.
I like Blaze because I feel like I'm more included in life with stuff, and I feel like my peers sort of are there, and like I don't feel like I'm alone in this world, and I don't feel like I'm like the only kid in the wheelchair. It's really fun.
We wouldn't exist and we couldn't do on our programs without the support of organizations like ComicRelief US and Red Nose Day.
People should support Red Nose Day because if you invest in your youth, especially those who may be overlooked, you'll see amazing things happen.
BlazeSports is the legacy organization of the 1996 Paralympic Games. When the Games came to Atlanta, this was the first time that the Olympics and the Paralympics were held in the same city. We want the quality and the diversity of our programs to simply be equal to those of youth all across the world.
You know, I was injured in a car accident when I was 7, and I was really into gymnastics at the time. I wasn't going to do that from a wheelchair. And so I slowly got involved and got introduced to track and field, and it really brought me out of my shell. You know, I didn't have a coach who had a disability who had been there and done that in a racing chair. That's huge, right? To show kids that you can do this, and I've been there and I've done it, and I know exactly what I'm talking about. I think that that's the difference and the thing I really appreciate about being here at Blaze.
I think oftentimes people tend to think about, okay, my kid can do sports and this is helping them learn life lessons and then they're gonna go on. And I think for programs like Blaze, these children are learning to continue to keep going and thriving. And that is not something that typically these kids are getting opportunities to do.
My favorite thing is just to sit back and watch them laugh with each other.
Always when they come to practice, you see them blossom. Whether it's that they make friends or that they gain confidence in their abilities, you can see them just grow.
When I was 11, I did break the national record for shot put, so that was pretty exciting. Being an adaptive athlete, I guess it's just really a label. Like, we're the same as any other person playing a sport, but the only difference is that it's meant to adapt to our disabilities.
When we received Braxton's diagnosis, we were upset. This is, you know, not something anyone ever wants for their child, knowing that they're gonna have to struggle. And we really tried to fit him into a box of music, chess, Lego, STEM club, things like that, and very quickly realized after he was thrown out of a chess class for flipping a board that we were forcing him into a box that was not made for him.
It just kind of gives a sense of community when you're here. You get to be around people who can compare and can relate to your situation.
I think it's very important for Red Nose Day to bring awareness to adaptive sports. I think just having that included, it brings that inclusiveness and it just makes people aware of what these kids can do, and it's amazing to watch.
The world of adaptive sports needs, you know, a bigger lens so that we can reach more kids.
Having programs like Blaze is vital. You know, they're few and far between, unfortunately.
Once we found out about BlazeSports, his world just completely opened.
When we were contacted to be part of Red Nose Day by ComicRelief US, we jumped at the chance to just be, you know, associated with a group that obviously cares so much about youth. What we do through sports really does change people's lives. It saves people's lives. What could you do that's better than that?